I really don't know what I was expecting, but it certainly wasn't this. I talked about this in my last video, but I am still as mixed about this pack as I was then. I have a lot of thoughts. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, and I want to share them with you because this is very, very interesting. I'm seeing a lot of things that we've had in the past. I'm also seeing a lot of new things, which is great, but I'm also seeing a lot of things that nobody really liked in some of the last packs that did it, and I'm a little bit concerned. Take a real good look at the trailer because we're going to be doing a deep dive. I have taken some screenshots. We're going to be talking about a lot of the different points and things that I saw. And if you've seen something that I didn't see, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear what jumped out at you, what you liked, what you didn't like. I would love to hear your thoughts because this is going to be a very decisive pack. I can already tell now. There are going to be people who absolutely love this pack and there are going to be people who absolutely hate this pack. It's going to be about as decisive as Strangerville was. I just have a big feeling that this is going to be a mixed bag when it comes to everyone's feelings on it. Then again, I could be completely wrong and everybody is going to absolutely love it and play with it every single day, but I highly doubt that. There will always be people who don't like what you like. Let's first talk about the world, because when I said in my last video I was interested in making the world a better place, I wasn't really thinking the world was going to be this dirty. Oh my goodness, there is so much to clean up. I really hope that I don't have to pick up each individual piece of trash, because honestly, I think I would be there for a couple centuries. The smog reminds me a lot of Dystopia from The Sims 3, and it just looks like a yucky, disgusting place to live. So they definitely nailed the aesthetics of a world like that. I have a little bit of a problem with this world, or what I think will be a big problem, and it ties back in with Strangerville. Now, Strangerville had a mystery type world, but you were basically cleaning up a lot of problems in Strangerville and making it a better place. We also did this in Sulani, and we also saw that some of the same problems in both those worlds. The main problem with these cleanup events was once you cleaned it up, you have to do it every single time you want to play in the world. Now, Strangerville, you can kind of ignore the story and not do it, but it's still present in your game. You can still play in Sulani, but when you start a new world, there's going to be garbage everywhere. So I'm not really sure how this world is going to work. It probably will work in the same vein as them, that when you want to play in this town again, it's gonna need to be cleaned up again. I don't know if people are gonna like doing this over and over and over again every time they want to play in the world. Hopefully there'll be a switch or a checkbox or something to enable the world to be nice and pretty and clean for the people who just want to play in the world, and dirty and grungy for the people who actually want to partake in cleaning it up. For the people who did not play The Sims 2, there was a death in The Sims 2 that had to do with flies. Flies would come around, a whole bunch of them, and they would attack your player, and then your character would die. So I'm wondering if we're getting that back, because that would be a nice addition to the game, but I'm wondering how often you're gonna die, because the world is literally filled with garbage. So at any second, a big swarm of flies could attack you and your sim could die. So I'm not really sure how I feel about random death, but we're definitely gonna have to see how that works out. I'm hoping that's what this is. I'm hoping it's not like you can just control the flies, like you can control the bees. Like, that wouldn't be fun. Unless you can attack other people with a big horde of flies. Maybe that would be fun, but maybe this is a new death coming. So it looks like dumpster diving is coming back to the game, and as fun as that sounds, I'm more interested in the person standing behind the dumpster. Where did the lady with the paper bag on her head come from? Why is she wearing a bag on her head? Is there some kind of shame mechanic where if you don't clean up your garbage and you litter that you put a paper bag on your head? I don't know. It seems very out of left field to find someone just standing around with a paper bag on their head. I wouldn't think that that would be a must-have accessory for every Sim's lives, but I don't hate it. It's just weird and I have questions about it. So let's talk about a few of the items that we're going to get in the pack. I'm really digging the corrugated container looking wall coverings. I really like that. I can live my best container life in the game now. I really like the industrial pergola just chilling in the backyard. That's a great way to expand your living space. But the thing that caught my eye was are those bicycles just chilling in the corner? Are they scooters? I'm not really sure. Maybe they're just clutter. I'm not 100% sure what those are. They sort of look like bicycles. Are we getting bicycles with this pack again? Didn't we just get bicycles from Discovery University? Again, it could just be clutter, but I'm not really sure what those are. I'd be interested to find out. I'm gonna take an educated guess on this machine here, but I'm guessing it's some type of scrap maker where you put stuff in, like random pieces of scrap and stuff, and then it squishes it into a usable thing for you. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe it's a trash compactor. I don't know. It just looks more like metal than garbage. So maybe we're getting some kind of welding or some way to use scrap in this pack. I mean, it would make sense. You're gonna be picking up a lot of garbage and a lot of it's going to be metal. So what better way to recycle it than to make it into something else? Candle making was a little bit out of left field for me because when you think of eco lifestyle, I don't necessarily think of candles like right off the bat, but they're very interesting. Will they integrate with the bee boxes we got from Seasons and we can use beeswax to make candles? I don't know. I would hope that we could just make candles and not have to rely on our bee boxes giving us beeswax all the time. I can't say that I am all that excited for candle making because I have legit been making candles through the use of mods for a long time, but it will probably be something that I use because honestly, I love anything that is crafty in the game, and I particularly do those type of tasks all the time. I'm intrigued by the bulletin board and ballot box because apparently, according to the pack description, it's going to be the neighbors come together and vote on what they want to do with the green spaces in your town, which I think is a very interesting idea. It's not just your town, it's their town too, and everybody votes and they decide what they want to do, which makes a lot of sense because there could be multiple options of things you can do. Like there was a flea market and then there was a place where everybody could craft together. So that's a really interesting idea. It gives it a little bit more replayability because probably you can't have every single different type in your town. So maybe the next time you do the town, you can decide on something different. Okay, I have finally figured out with definitive proof what is in this box. If you saw my first video, I took it down because I wasn't sure what exactly this was. Now I am 100% sure that this is an insect box, not chickens. Despite the weird little sounds, I'm gonna play that for you. I've enhanced the audio a little bit, slowed it down, so let me know what you guys think you hear. I thought they were peep noises and they might be kissing sounds. I don't know, it's weird, but we are definitely getting straight from the guru's mouth an insect box. So probably it has something to do with composting, making good soil, making fertilizer. It's a little bit disappointing because chickens can make really good fertilizer for you too, but I hope this brings the debate to a halt. I don't put up videos that have factually wrong information in them, so I wanted to make sure I knew definitively what these were before I put up a video. I'm also really excited about all the beautiful green lush stuff that happens when you clean the town. All the trees become just gorgeous. There's a lot of plants and green spaces everywhere. I'm like, yes, please. More plants, more trees, more bushes, more green stuff. And I am really excited about being able to create a lot more green places in my worlds. So there is a freelance career in this pack and it's all about crafting. And you know what? I love crafting, so yes, please, I will take that. There are a couple different things like making candles and the machine that I think might be a scrap machine, I'm not sure. But then there's another machine that has a little laser thing on it, sort of like from Get to Work, but smaller. That thing from Get to Work is ginormous. I'm wondering what it is because they don't really talk about it. Is it a 3D printer? Is it a fabricator? Like, what is it? I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with some more crafts and things. Now, they talk about fizzy drinks, which I did see in one of the images, the sort of craft fair type thing. So I don't know if that's necessarily how you make fizzy drinks, but I am definitely interested in all types of crafting. And finally, the thing I think people are going to go bananas for is the ladder. It was towards the end of the trailer, and when I saw it, I had to pause it. I was like, it's a ladder. Now, I don't want everybody to get their hopes up. Ladders, when they came to Sulani, were fixed to one place and one place only, the dock. This could be affixed to the outside of the house, and that's the only place you can put it. I don't know. I'm hoping that it's just a ladder you can put anywhere. Overall, I will have to say I am excited for a majority of the things coming in this pack. For crafting, yes. Candle making, upcycling, yes please, I will do that all day long. All of the green stuff, all of the bushes, plants, and things that we're getting that are new, making fizzy drinks, I will do that all day long and enjoy it. Some of the things that I'm not really excited about are the world potentially being dirty and gross every time you want to play there, and having to go through the rigmarole of cleaning it every time you want to play in the world. Hopefully that's not the case, but I have a feeling it'll just be like Sulani and Strangerville in the fact that you have to clean it or fix it or ignore it every time you play in the world. So let me know what you guys think of this. I'm kind of blown away, kind of not blown away. Again, I'm still very mixed about it. And I will see you guys in the next video.